Good morning, children. Until now, we are seeing the third lesson, matter around us. Understand, children? Matter around us lesson. In that, we had seen the introduction, and we had seen their character, and we had seen their how they are grouped. Understand? Based on their physical state, how they are grouped, like we had seen until now. Matter is nothing but water. So, smallest particle atoms when they are grouped. If, it is of three major states is there, like we had seen, that is solid, liquid, gas. If all the atoms are closely packed, very little space is there, then we are calling it as solid, and liquid means little space is there compared to the solid, and gas means it is very far apart. Understand? Like that we had seen three major states of matter we had seen. Understand? Then how they are grouped based on their physical property. Physical property is nothing but by seeing it, we are by viewing itself we are categorizing them. That is only called physical state. So until now we have seen two activities. The third activity is grouping some materials based on their physical state. That is, chalk piece powder is a water. It is in solid state. Okay. Water is in liquid state. Okay, children. Then air in a balloon is in what state? Gaseous state. It is a gas state. Okay. River is in liquid state. Okay. Brick is in water. Solid. It is in solid state. Okay, children. Then wind. Okay. Wind is in gas state. Rain is what? Liquid state. It is in liquid state. Stone is in solid state. Then air is in gas state. Then table is a solid state. Then steam. Steam is again water. It is in gas state. Okay. Lemon is a solid state. Okay. Then lemon juice. It is in liquid state. Then smoke is in gas state. Then door is in a solid state. Like that, with the help of their physical state, by seeing itself, we are classifying certain materials. Okay. In the second activity also we had seen the same. Then third activity also again they given a tabular column, and we are now grouping them. Understand, children? Next we are switching over to the heading diffusion. Before going to the definition of diffusion, let us see an example. For example, a book is placed on a table. In a table, we are just keeping a book. Okay, it is in solid state. Then take a glass of water. We are taking a glass of water and we are adding a drop of ink in it in the center, and we are not stirring. Stirring is nothing but mixing. Okay, we are not stirring it. It's just placing as it is. Okay. Then thirdly, we are lightening an incense stick. Incense stick is nothing but, see, it is a odor fragment giving stick. Okay. For the puja we are using such a that is only called incense stick. Okay. That incense stick we are lighting and we are keeping it one corner of the room. Now imagine, a book is on the table, a drop of ink is in the water, it is little by little it is spreading. Okay. So that will be spreading. Then you are seeing lightening of incense. See, even you are keeping in one corner of the room, also the whole entire room will get the smell. Why? Because the gas will move very fastly. So liquid and gaseous state molecules are moving fastly. So then the book is in solid state. It is not moving. It is staying where it is. Understand? So using this example only, we are going to see its definition. Okay. Then what they are saying there, particles of gas and liquid can easily move, and it is moving. Understand? What does the definition mean? The tendency of particle, whatever particle, it is having some tendency to spread out. Okay. Wherever the space is there, that should be occupied, like a particle having tendency, mean then it is called as diffusion. Understand? The tendency of particle to spread out in order to occupy the available space. For example, now gas is trying to occupy the whole room, isn't it? So it is diffusing very fastly. Liquid also somewhat diffusing. Solid is not at all diffusing. Understand? Diffuse is nothing but splitting. Okay, if it is in a gaseous state, it is easy for them to occupy the entire room. Understand? That is what the tendency of particles. So the gaseous particle is having the tendency, or the liquid particles is having a tendency to spread out in order to occupy the available space. That is only known as what? Diffusion. Can you understand now the definition of diffusion, children? So the definition of diffusion is, this is what. Understand? Next we are going to see what they see here. Solid is tightly packed, liquid is little loosely packed. Okay, but gas means what? It can randomly move here and there. Understand, children? Now we are going to see the particles. Okay, particles in a solid state. Particles in a solid. First the solid, then particles in a liquid. Particles in a liquid. Then third one, particles in a gas. Okay, now we are going to see one by one. What is the first one means? Particles in a solid is tightly packed. What it is? First one, tightly packed here. Okay, children. So solid particles are tightly packed. Okay, then what they are given? Particles are arranged. Okay, arranged in an irregular way. Okay, particles are arranged. Okay, random. Okay, random or irregular way. What about gas means? Particles are arranged far apart. They are distant here and there, like everywhere it is splitted. That is what particles, okay, are arranged far apart. Okay, far apart. Then they will have very little space. The intermolecular space between them will be very, very little. Okay, very little space. Okay, in a liquid, they will have space comparably to solid. It will have still more space. Okay, so space between will be what? Greater than that of solid. Okay, when you compare to the solid, it will have more space. That is what. Okay, here what they are saying, they move freely. Okay, they move freely. Okay, children. Example for this is stone. Okay. Here example water. Here example is air. You understand now? See, particles in solid. How the particles in solid will be. These are the characters they will possess. Here they given particles in a liquid, then particles in a gas. So they are tightly packed, they are randomly or irregular, they are far apart. Then they will have a little space between them. They will have comparability solid, it is having little greater than that. Okay. Then they will move very freely. Here stone, water and air are the examples they given. Have you understood this? Particles. Next we are going to see the activity 4. In the activity 4, what they said means they are taking 2 sackets of juice powder. You imagine 2 packets of powder. Okay, children? 2 packets of powder they are taking, and what they say is, see activity 4. They are taking 2 sackets of water, sackets. Okay, 2 sackets of juice powder they are taking. Then they are taking 2 container. Okay, one is of small size, another will be larger one. Okay, now they are pouring. Okay, they are just mixing. Okay, what happened? If it is a small container means they will attain that shape. If it is a long container, it will attain that the greater shape. So what the question is whether their shape change or not, they are asking. Yes, the shape will be changing. See, in whichever, okay, not only in such a container, in any shape of the container, if you are pouring the liquid, it will attain that shape. Understand? But their volume will not change. Understand? So volume will not change. That is what no answer. Understand? So the activity is just juice packet, different shape container is taken, one is longer, one is short container, and they are asking whether their shape is changed. Yes, their shape will change. In whichever container if you are pouring, that shape the liquid will attain. Volume will never change. Volume will be always same. In both the cases, volume will be same here. Understand? This is what they given in the activity 4. Understand? Then they given activity 5. What activity 5 says means they are taking inflated, uninflated cycle tube they are taking. Uninflated means it is not, air is not in that cycle tube. Then you are blowing or you are giving air into that, and now the tire will be little heavier. So what at last they come to say means air also will have some weight. That's what, to say that only they given this activity. Understand children? They are taking uninflated. Inflated is nothing but no air is inside. It is a simple tube. Okay, that will be filled with air, and at last if you are weighing it, when you check the weight, air is also having weight. Understand? That's what they given in the activity 5. Have you understood children? Next we are going to see what? See, compressibility of gas. Compressibility of gas. See, gas is only having more compressibility than liquid and solid. Understand? Now we are going to see that heading only. Understand? Compressibility of gas. Compressibility of gases compared to liquid and solid. See, for that we are taking 3 identical syringes. Syringes you may know what the syringes is. Okay. So, syringes they are taking. Okay. They are at the tip they are closing with the cork. Okay, they are closing with the cork. Then there is a plunger. Plunger is nothing but the above part only is known as what? Plunger. Understand children? So, then this part is filled with chalk powder. Okay children? Okay, to compare the gas compressibility with the liquid and gas only this example is given. Okay. Then another syringe, 3 syringes we are taking. Understand children? In that second syringe, okay, is filled with water. Okay. Then anyhow, every syringes are at the tip they are closed with the water cork. Understand? Here water is there. What is that? Water. Then third syringe. In that third syringe, the whole plunger itself getting inside. Okay, that means it is when you press it, it is getting inside. Okay. Okay, children. So nothing will be there. Here air is there. This is only called, okay, this only called what? Plunger. The above part of the syringe only is known as plunger. Understand? So we are taking 3 identical syringes, okay children, and in that tip you are blocking that, okay, you are fixing the cork here. It is nothing but cork, okay. You are taking 3 identical syringes, and one syringe you are filling chalk powder, in another syringe you are taking water, in the third one the air is just sucked inside, okay. Then what happens when you press the plunger? In the chalk powder place you can't compress it. Understand, it will be very tight. What they says, there will be very tight. That is what solids are not compressible. Solids are not compressible. Okay, here liquid. See, liquids are hardly, when you try it, some compression you can give it. That's what liquids are highly compressible. Okay, hardly. Liquids are hardly compressible. You can try it. Okay, children. Then gas. In the gas place, gas are, okay, highly compressible. That means you can entirely you can press the plunger. That is what gas are highly compressible. Okay, children, this is what the compressibility of gas compared to the liquid and gas. Okay, liquid and solid. You understood, children? This is what. Okay, with this we can make sure how it is. Okay, how it works. Solid means can't, because the molecules are very close, so there won't be any space to compress it at all. The liquid place somewhat you can compress. Gas means the entire will try to escape, they will try to escape. Okay, then in such a way you can compress the gas, you can highly, it is a compressible one, it is hardly compressible, it is not compressible. Understand, children? Yes. Next we are going to see the liquefaction of gas. Liquefaction of gas. Liquefaction of gas is nothing but condensation only. Condensation means what, children? See, for example, evaporation means what? Condensation means what? Like you have to know certain ideas. Okay, that is what liquefaction of gas. Next heading is liquefaction. Liquefaction of gases. What this says, liquefaction means substance in their gaseous state. Okay, the substance which is in gaseous state converted to liquid state. Okay, you are converting back to liquid state. You imagine a steam is there. That steam, when you cooled it, then it will come to a liquid state. Understand? Even for example, if you are boiling your water and if you close it with the lid, in the lid back you can see some water droplet, because it is hidden. That time their temperature also will be reduced, their energy also will be reduced. Such a formation of gaseous state to liquid state is only known as liquefaction of gases. Understand, children? When substance in their gaseous state converted to the liquid state. Okay, gaseous. Okay, gaseous state are converted to the liquid state. Liquid state. Understand children? That time what happened? You are giving pressure to the gas. Okay. You are giving pressure to the gas. That time what happens? The temperature is reduced and their energy also is reduced. Okay children, and there see when you are pressuring the gas, okay, that gas particle, they are trying to come closer, okay. Then when they are trying to come closer time, their space between them is reduced. So they are reduced means they will attain the liquid state. Understand? When they are when they are getting the liquid state, that time the temperature is reduced, their energy is reduced. This whole process only is known as liquefaction of gas. Okay, liquefaction is nothing but condensation. Condensation is what? So when the gaseous test is converted to liquid state only is called what? Condensation. How we are saying salt when evaporation, like some ideas are there, no? Like that condensation is also kind of process. So liquefaction gas is nothing but condensation process. Understand children? Now we are going to see some summary of, see until now what we are seeing, that we are going to summary, okay. Solid, liquid, gas, like three things we are now going to classify and know it still more clearly. Whatever now we came across, with that only we are saying. Understand children? First, solid, okay. Next is liquid. Then last one is a gas. What happened? What is the first point means? Okay, what they are given? There is a definite shape and definite volume. Their shape is not at all changed, their volume is not changed. So for solid, definite shape and definite volume. Understand children? For liquid, okay, there is a volume is definite, but they are changing the shape. In whichever container if you are pouring, that particular shape the liquid will attain. So there is no definite shape. So no definite shape, but you have definite volume. Definite volume. Understand children? But for gas means neither no shape nor what volume also is no, okay, neither it will have shape, neither a definite shape okay, definite shape nor definite volume. Understand children? See what they are saying? See, definite shape is there, definite volume is there. No definite shape. I said if you are pouring in any of the container, it will attain that shape, but definite volume is not there. Understand? Understand children? Yes. Then what they are saying means neither. First either or means this and that is there. Neither means both is not there. It means neither nor means it is not having any definite shape. It is not having any definite volume also. Any time the volume may change. They will try to escape everywhere. That time you could not calculate it. They won't be any. They won't have any definity there. That is what. Yes. Next. Second point, incompressible. Solid is not at all compressible. Okay, incompressible. Okay, children, it is incompressible. It is compressible to small extent. Okay. Compressible to a small extent. Okay, children. Then here, see, highly compressible. It is highly compressible. At least that's what we had seen in that syringe example. Okay, children. Highly compressible. Then what is the third point? Means little space in the solid. You can see very minute little space only you can find. So little space between particle. Okay. But in this case, more space. When you compare to the solid, you will have more space. More space between particles. Here, greater space, more. You have more and more space. That is what? Greater space between particles. Okay, children. Next, what is the fourth point? Means particles are tightly packed. They are very tight enough. Okay. Particles are tightly packed here. Here, loosely packed. Okay, children. Loosely packed. In this case, it is very loosely packed. Understand? What is the fourth point? Means very loosely packed. Understand? Next, what is the fifth point? Means particles attract each other very strongly. Okay. What is the fourth one? Particles. Okay. Particles attract each other very strongly. Whatever the particle, what is available now, they are attracting one another very strongly. Okay, in the solid. Okay, very strongly. Okay, children. See, particles are attract each other very strongly. In this case, they are what they are doing. See, attract less. When you compare, it will attract less. See why it is means they are trying to hold one another, then only they can attain that particular shape. So they are they are very strongly attracting. Understand? But in the case of liquid, they are trying to try to escape to the gaseous state. That time they will be intermediate. Understand? So the attraction is less than solid particle. Okay, children. Here it is particle attract very least. The attraction will be very least. They are not trying to hold it. So they are very easily. Okay. So they attract least. Particles attract least. The attraction will be very less here. Understand, children? Next, we are going to see they can move freely. Wait. They can move freely. What? Solid. Whether they can move easily. See, solid place. Okay. Again, I am writing the heading. So, it is the sixth example. Here, what happened? They cannot move. That's what. Okay, in a solid, already they are fully packed. Very little spaces only is there. That time they are not at all moving anywhere. Understand? So, in solid place, it is what? Particles cannot move freely. Understand? In the solid, understand children? Yes. What is the example for that? Means here the example already known, stone. Okay children. Then here the example is water. Here the example is air. Okay children. How here the molecules will be arranged means, and okay, very closely they will get arranged. Understand children? The intermolecular space, intermolecular means the space between the molecules or atoms is very less here. But when in the case of liquid means it will be random, some space is there, okay, like this. But in the case of gas means here and there like it is spreaded. Understand? That's all about the summary. Understand? Remaining things we shall continue in the next session. Thank you children.